question of the day. So this question is coming from V Cash Inflow, and he said, hey Con, what are the top 5 things you did or you do to guide you where you are today? And I gotta say, man, number 1 is God. And I'm not trying to be religious, but looking backward, every mistakes and everything that I've gone through, I couldn't get to where I am today if it weren't for God's help. And a lot of times where my plan didn't work out because God had better plan for me, man. You know, like the We Life 19, that's the most breathtaking experience that I ever had, and that wasn't in my plan. You know, becoming a virtual wholesaler, that wasn't in my plan. So I gotta say, number 1, man, it's God. Number 2 is commitment. You know, when my wife and I decided to get into real estate, it wasn't to test, it wasn't to try it. Oh, let's try it for 6 months. Let's try it for a year. It wasn't. It was a commitment. We said that we're going to stick to it until we make it. Number 3, sacrifice. You know, since the age of 18 all the way even till now, we make sacrifices, you know, so we make sacrifices for our future. You know, instead of going, you know, weekends, instead of hanging out with friends and family, we take that time to spend in our business. You know, whether driving for $1, whether cold calling, whether sitting there writing out letters, right? I was staying up like, you know, from 9 p.m. until midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to send out these letters, right, to these motivated sellers. Right? And I did that for like a year and a half, you know, and there were times where we're like, hey, instead of going out to dinner, you know, we should save that money to invest in our marketing. Instead of buying that car or that house, you know, instead we should take that money and invest into our business. So I made a lot of sacrifices, man. A lot of sacrifices, right? And then you guys know it. You know, instead of going rent an apartment, my wife and I decided to live in that shack behind a mobile home park from the age of 18 all the way until we're 23. So yeah, man, tons and tons of sacrifice. You know, it's all about delaying that instant gratification. Number 4 is I took massive action. You know, there were times where I don't even know if I did, you know, right? I don't even know if what I'm doing is right or wrong, but I knew that I have to make a move. Because if I don't, I would never know if that's the right move or the wrong move, and I would not know to make the correction. So, man, I took massive actions, and obviously, you know, some of the actions lead me to like a lot of mistakes. But because of those mistakes, I learned from it, and then I know how to pivot to get to the next point, right? From A to B to C to D. So yeah, man, took massive actions. Number 5 is invest our time and money into ourselves and into our business. You know, going to seminars, going to events, going to masterminds, right? Connecting with people, hiring mentors, right? Taking other people out to lunch and dinner and pay for them because so you can pick their brains, so you can get into like getting ideas from them, right? So you can get to the next part of your life. Yeah, man, and you know, and invest the time and money into our future instead of worrying about the now. It's more about the future, right? Having the better life. And you know, I mean, there were times where instead of listening to music, you know, I listened to Napoleon Hill, right? Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, or Jim Rohn, right? A lot of the self-help. So yeah, man. So a lot of times and money that is invested and put into investing in yourself and into our business, and really all those 5 things, man, really helps me got to where I am today. And I hope that that 5 is going to kind of give you a clarity of what you need to do so you can get to the next part of your life. So anyways, if you guys want me to answer your question next, comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.